What is up, run fans? It is week 15 of the Manchester Marathon training series. Welcome if you're new. You don't have to have watched the 14 other weekly training vlogs, trust me. Start here, that's fine. If you want to go back, crack on. It is Tuesday, March the 4th, 2 weeks to my birthday, and had Brighton Half marathon 2 days ago on the Sunday, and so I'm getting out with sore legs. They're nothing crazy, but the show must go on. We must continue to rack up the miles to move towards Manchester in the scarily not so distant future. Got a lot to talk about. I learned a lot from Brighton Half. I was pacing my friend, but it was a bit of a test long run for me as well. This certainly was by no means an easy run for me. Dave, who I did it with, absolutely smashed it. Check that video out. It would have come out a few days ago. Well worth a watch, in my professional opinion. Anyway, so yeah, running around Crawley tonight, and it's still light. It's like 20 to 6. Did hard day at work, and now we're out, and it feels so good. Oh, come on, spring. I missed all of summer with a stress fracture. Lots of people will be rolling their eyes right now because I've mentioned it a few times. But just for any new viewers, I missed all of summer with a stress fracture, and so we weren't able to get much of those sorts of sunny runs in. From April to September I was out. Absolute nightmare. We're not going to make the same mistakes this time, hence why doing a nice easy run today. I'm going to build that mileage back up. Got a very busy week this week, which I'll talk about again in a bit. Going to be a bit of a busy run with cars and traffic, but I'll do my best to find some quiet spots to have a good old chat with you lot. Cheers. 12k today, and I've not even got any lights with me, so hopefully we'll get back with enough daylight to survive. Just in case, got my day glow on. Safety first! Safety Sam! Right, things I've learned from the half marathon. Number one, my Adios Pro 4s are amazing, but I got a really bad toe blister. I didn't realise that it was bad, didn't even know it was there until I took my shoes off. So I'm like, well, is it that bad? But I think if I ran a marathon in them, I would notice. Now, I wore quite cheap socks and wiggle. They weren't nice and soft and like anti-blister and all that. So maybe that could be the case. So I'm gonna do a long run in different socks, and we'll see what the jury says. But if not, I might have to rethink what shoes I'm going to use. Alphafly 3s? Ooh, don't mind if I do. I don't think it's a sizing issue, because I went to size up. They fit me great. They're not uncomfortable, and they are so good for those sorts of paces. Just effortless bounce. So I'm hoping that the socks will sort the issue out. Number two is I think we really nailed the nutrition. It was a hot day, but hotter than normal, very sunny, and I took a salt tablet halfway round, and I took 4 gels. I had 2 before and 4 during, which might seem overkill, but I'm really trying to keep training my body to take on as much carbs as possible. And yeah, had no stomach issues or anything like that. Took water on during the run, which was great. So yeah, I think that's pretty much spot on. However, there's one small issue which leads me on to my next point. Point number 3 is I got a calf cramp at the very end. Last 100 meters, when we were properly going for it, so we were doing like 3:30 pace at the finish, my calf went. And it's not gone in other hard efforts or anything like that. like my 10k, the marathon, but the half marathon is where it happened last time. I got the same cramps, but with about 1 kilometre to go. But I'm convinced it's the camber of the road. While we were running, my right calf felt sore really early on, and I think it's from hitting the camber, the road at a slight angle, and your calf working harder because of it. So I've got a lot more strength work to do, a lot more calf work. I think what I'm going to do is a proper strength session once a week in the gym. I'm going to do a second one at home, doing plyometrics, core work, like body weight stuff. I just can't commit to 2. I need some of those early mornings to get the running in, and so I'm gonna fit one extra one in. There's gonna be a bit lighter touch. It's not gonna take as much out of my legs, and that means I can hit that one a week really hard and do it properly with weights, lunges, all that stuff. So hopefully that will help my calves. But those Brighton seafront roads are a bit of a nemesis for my calves. So yeah, for next time, hopefully I'll be stronger, faster. Yeah. Number 4, and it was very good practice, is that whatever you feel the day's running up to a race, just you need to completely ignore it. And when it comes to race day, even on the warm-up, ignore it. And once you cross that line, you start running, the feels all completely change. Even though it wasn't my A race, I was feeling rough. And the day before, I did a few K at the effort, and I was like, there's no way I can do 21k at this. And then we did, even faster. So you just got to trust the process and believe that you put the work in and you will be able to do it. But that fatigue will build up and your mind will think, especially days before the race, I've got no chance. But you do. So yeah, you just got to go for it. Don't change your goals, just believe that the pace is the pace and you'll be absolutely fine. And in practice, doing long runs or those sorts of efforts and stuff like that is good, but that will still be hard. Pace is meant to be hard, otherwise you go faster. It doesn't get easier, you just go faster. I did just remember that I ran 4k's worth of VO2 max efforts less than 5 days before, so that might have contributed to the calves being slightly weak, but that's no excuse. They should be able to handle that and a half marathon effort at that distance apart. So live and learn. Right, the 5th and final thing that I've learned is that, you know, I'm 15 weeks in, but it has not been a smooth process. I've had phantom pains, I've had sickness, I've had missed runs because of various different reasons, and so I'm still happy because I've had some really good weeks. I've still run my best 5k time, 10k time. I could have run a half marathon PB if I hadn't got sick. I think I'm confident that I could have maybe done quicker than a 1:29, but I was also pacing Dave and we had a great time, so I was never on the cards anyway, but it's good to know that it was possible. So the goals and targets do need to change. I set out with a sub 3 in mind, and I still want to do that, whether that's later this year or next year, but it would be insane to push on and try and do that. And so I think a 3:10 is a really good stretch goal, because that's roughly the pace that we ran the half in. We did 1:33 something, so you're looking at a 3:08, which gives you plenty of leeway. And I want to finish strong. I don't want to run fast and the last 10k, last 5k I fall apart. I want to be really pushing on, enjoying it. I am going to be filming, just like I did the half marathon, which adds an element of fatigue to everything, but it's really fun. I enjoy making the videos. You know, I'm not trying to gain an Olympic spot, so a couple of minutes here and there I'm not bothered about. So with that in mind, we've got a lot of work to do. we've really got to try and be as consistent as possible now. I've got to be really, really dedicated to the strength work, the resistance work, and all the stretching and stuff like that, because without that, I'm not going to be able to finish strong. That's the key. So we've got to get the mileage for the speed and the strength work for the finish. So, plenty to do. Got about 7 weeks left. A lot can happen in 7 weeks. It's going to be like a week and a half, 2 week taper. So 5 weeks of really going for it. And today is the first day of that. Right, it's proper dark now. But we're on the way back. I got a phone call. My wife got stuck in traffic. I needed to run back. So family life. So we're doing 9k now. That's fine. You know, 9 instead of 12. Whatever. And that is my Tuesday done. That was weird. Dog came flying around the corner, barking and getting mad at me. And I stopped. And I was the one apologising to the owners. And the bloke was like really annoyed at me. Like, sorry mate. Whatever. As I was saying, I've got some runs. I'm running every day this week. Easy runs, nothing crazy. It's meant to have like lactate threshold, but after the half marathon effort, I'm just playing it safe. I'm just getting some good miles in, and we'll get those big efforts done next week. Hopefully, I'm gonna do a Yasso workout next week and make a video all about that. I'm going to Zurich next weekend, which I'm going to make a video about. Not for a running race. Go see my friend's band, and that's about it. Got a long run, doing Parkrun Saturday, which I'll make a video of, and then Sunday I've got a long run, which I'm going to do and film, and yeah, that will make up this week's vlog, which you're watching now, hopefully, and therefore you'll see the next days in a second. Whereas I've actually got to run them all still. Oh, that's much harder work. Yeah, thank you very much for watching. Thank you to everyone who has subscribed. It is so cool. I'm so close to 1,000, which is gnarly to think about actually what 1,000 people looks like in a room or at, say, like a park run. That many people are subscribed to my channel. So thank you so much for watching. To everyone that comments, I reply to everyone. It means a massive amount. So please do comment if you're on the wall whether you should or shouldn't do it. It's worth it. It's really nice to have those human interactions. Oh my god, it is literally pitch black in here. Hang on a minute, I'm coming out the tunnel. There I am. Ooh, that's scary. Anyway, on to tomorrow. I'll see you then. Yeah! Yes, you sexy run fans. Look at that sunshine. After work run. It's Thursday. Didn't run yesterday. We're running today. And hopefully we're going to fit in, all being well, about 17k of easy-ish general aerobic pace. So 5 minutes per kilometre round the glorious arena that is Crawley. Some might say Crawley City. Those people will be wrong. I've not got much to talk about today. Talked about the half marathon stuff, and so I'm not going to go on and on. But I'm practicing, taking the camera with me on all runs, wearing it in my vest, ready for when we do Snowdon, because I'm going to be like a bloody mule for that event. So I might as well get used to carrying stuff like Buckaroo. So yeah, I'll update you if anything exciting happens. Otherwise, I'll just be running along, listening to Architects in my headphones. Make sure you get their new album. Oh, here comes another runner. And I'll catch you later. Yeah. There we go then. That's Thursday's run done. The sun is setting. It's now pretty much dusk. My legs are still very sore and aching, but nothing major, and we can push on through, get more mileage in the bank. I'm gonna do a strength session tomorrow. I keep putting it off because my legs are sore and just excuse after excuse. But no, tomorrow, no matter how sore they are, we'll go, we'll adjust the weights accordingly, we'll get some stretching done, we'll get into that routine. I need to get into that strength routine. That is absolutely the deal breaker for how this marathon goes in April. So yeah, right, probably won't record tomorrow because it's just gonna be in the gym, and I'm probably just gonna run on the treadmill after work because that's quick and easy. But maybe I'll run outside, who knows. So if not, see you Saturday for Parkrun. Yeah, woohoo! Yes, run fans, do not let your eyes deceive you. It is true. I'm in a t-shirt and it's about 25 past 8 in the morning on a beautiful Saturday morning. I am running to Parkrun, got 7k there, then we're doing Tilgate Parkrun, making a video, and then we are running all the way back. I'm not gonna lie, my legs are heavy, arms weak, mum's spaghetti. So we'll see how this goes today. Plan is to run Parkrun at marathon pace, which I've decided is 4:30. So we're like 15 weeks in, and I've finally decided on my marathon pace. This Tilgate is hilly. There'll be some other challenges, like the hills and the crowds. So we'll see. Maybe a fast finish for the content. Who knows? But yeah, did 15k last night on the treadmill, which was lovely. I don't mind it, to be fair. It's totally fine. Just get on with it. And it is easier on the legs. And then tomorrow, in theory, for another beautiful day, I've got like 24k. So hopefully I can do this, recover well, and then do a long run tomorrow. And if I'm feeling up to it, I do want to put some marathon pace efforts in that. Maybe 3x5 or 4x3 or something like that, 5x3. Just to keep the legs ticking over. I'm still sore from the half marathon, but it's only soreness and we can push through that. That's totally fine. Whew. Yeah, gym session went well yesterday. And now, got this beautiful Saturday to run through. So I won't talk too much because I'll make the Tilgate video separate, but I'll do a little bit of B-roll, as they say, and take you with me. So let's get this 7k ticked off and let's get to Tilgate Park. I should be on time, unlike last week where I was very late. The hard gym session on a Friday morning is not the one. My legs are absolutely Romeo done. It's fine, just run on tired legs, but just, yeah, not going to go as fast as I want probably. When do you do your strength workout? Do I do it? I was thinking maybe just get it done on a Monday, but then if you've got tired legs the whole week, or get a recovery's good, you have an easy run Monday or after work, that might be enough. And then do an easier session on a Friday or a Thursday. I plan to do it on a Monday because then I've got all week to get out the excuses to not do a second session, but hopefully one of the days it will stick. That's the plan. So Monday it's what it's going to be, and then we'll just have to play it by ear. But I had a really good session on Friday and I'm feeling it, absolutely feeling it now. I think it's because I haven't done it for a couple of weeks as well. I think once I'm into it more, it's not going to make a bigger difference, so it's all good. Ooh la la! That is Parkrun done. Saturday run is nearly done. Just running back now, nice and easy. Had a nice kick at the end, and a sub 4 at the end as well, which is nice to know. I've got that in the locker, even with dead legs. but it's all part of the plan. Building that fatigue, building that super compensation for when I do taper. And so it's been a really busy week at work. I've had meetings every day at the end of the day, and so I've not been able to get out as early as I can sometimes to try to get some of the longer runs in. So hopefully we can sort that. The strength and conditioning, I'm going to be on it. You can hold me to account, and we go from there. We're going to head towards 100k weeks in the coming weeks. We've got, this one's going to be about 80 something. Next week's like 90. Then into 3 100k weeks, and then that leads us towards the taper, which is very exciting. So if I could nail those mileages, I think a 309 could be possible if everything comes together on the day, but it's a stretch still. And so 315 is the other goal, and the final goal is just to beat my PB, which is 317. So plenty to run for. Hopefully this weather will continue. If not, we'll still get it done, but it doesn't half help. Okay, remember, subscribe. We must be on nearly 1,000 now, which is insane and incredible. I say it all the time, but every single one I appreciate. So thank you very much if you've done that. If you haven't, you feel like it, you want to follow the journey, got loads of races and events coming up. We've got Manchester Marathon, which I'm doing a training series for. Then we've got Snowdon and loads of stuff going on there. So let's get that done. I've then got Copenhagen half marathon. So I just ran past the guy. I just like carry on filming, even though it's slightly awkward. But hey hey. Got Copenhagen half. I'm gonna do a 125 there or faster, and then hopefully Beachy Head, where maybe I might try for like a top 50. I actually could go for a result rather than just a time. But those things are very difficult because it all depends who turns up on the day. If 100 Tom Evans turn up and all run like 230 trail marathons, then I've not got a chance. So we'll still stick to a process goal for that. But it is fun to go for, you know, maybe a number sometimes. Bit of fun. Right, catch you tomorrow for a long run, where no doubt my legs will be aching, but we'll still crack on. Yeah. What is up everyone? Welcome to Sunday. You join me, we're halfway through the long run. We're doing 27k today and we're about 13k in. I'm walking because there was a stag crossing this big field and he looked a bit sketchy, I'm not gonna lie. And so I'm just not wanting to startle him too much, just let him get out of the way before I start running again. And I thought it'd be a good time to catch up. I was going to do a whole long run video on the end of this vlog, but it's going to be too long. But if you're watching this, we're probably on about 23 minutes by now. And so I need to make a separate video of the long run. So I'm going to have this, and I'm going to do something at the end, so then you get the full week's running. But I'm going to do a special on coming up Friday probably of the long run, because it has been an absolute beaut on the trails. Legs have been absolutely battered, and I've been getting better and better as we go along. We can start running now. Yeah, they've been getting better and better as we've been going, and so I thought that's probably enough content to make another video. So yeah, please do check that one out as well when it comes out. See you at the end of this run. Yeah, nice. That is Sunday's long run done. If you want to see more detailed version of the run, the trails I went on, and more thoughts and goings on that happened, check out the video that will be posted later in the week. But in the meantime, thank you very much for watching. Please do subscribe. It makes a massive difference. If you made it this far, then you're either subscribed already, and massive thank you to you. And if you're not, then come on, what else can I do? So there we are. Wednesday is really good tailgate POV video, really good race, whatever, with a really fun finish. And then on Friday will be the trail run, and then we go again the week after, going to Zurich at the weekend, where I'll be doing a mountain run. I'm well excited. I want to find a cow with a bell around its neck, because nothing says Switzerland like that. So, thanks very much for watching. Catch you next time. Yeah.